And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Paolo Banchero.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Rockets, the forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. Jalen Green is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center position. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Now here's Brooks. Launches a 3. Şengün, no good. Anthony against Green. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's Anthony. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if you want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Şengün now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what Coach wants from Şengün.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. It's stolen by Green. Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Pass to Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Wagner outside. Banchero looking around. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Green against Anthony. Smith with a screen on Anthony. Here's Green, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Green against Anthony. Thompson outside. Back to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Thompson. Shoots a 3. The rebound by Bitadze. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Up top, Wagner. Guarded by Green. Wagner kicks to Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Smith with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got that one up quick.
When he gets the opportunity, they are counting on Brooks to hit that shot.
There's a screen. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 7.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside, Green. Caldwell-Pope against Thompson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Thompson. At the line, shooting 1.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Brooks with it. Picked up by Banchero and slammed in by Smith.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And now, here are the squads that have done some tremendous work on the boards since the All-Star break. The Rockets, number 1.
I mean, they just out-muscle their opponents under the glass. I mean, impressive rebounding numbers, and they've really only gotten better.
The Magic trail by 3. To the inside. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Part of the job description as a guard, but Anthony relishes the chance to get his teammates good looks.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Back to Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
No good on the free throw.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green? The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy's just fun to watch.
And he's good on the second. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Inside, and stolen by Şengün. Here's Brooks. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Anthony with it, picked up by Thompson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Dillon Brooks. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
There's Bitadze, 5 points in the game. Banchero kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Banchero. Kept Back to live Orlando. And Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
It's stolen by Banchero. Outside Anthony. Wagner outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's Anthony. Following the basket by Fred VanVleet. And it's Wagner missing. Green deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Makes it off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Eason's checked in for Green. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando.
Substitution on the board.
Wagner against Eason. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Fires from the wing. Thompson with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to VanVleet. Now here is Smith, defended by Carter. Fades. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
The Magic trail by 5. Carter outside. Back to Anthony. Floats one up. Basket counts.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
Rockets leading by 3. Oh, VanVleet. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Şengün. Orlando grabs the miss, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
You know, it was 1-1 split from two teams on the opposite side of the standings. You know, as we've said many times, anything can happen when you play out of conference.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Rockets?
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
That free throw good from Anthony. And Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And Black's subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
Isaac against Smith. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Stolen by Carter. Anthony down low. It's up against Thompson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to be Anthony shooting. Jabari Smith picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
That's good from Anthony. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet looking around. Tate with the ball. Now Green covered by Anthony. Will it go? And Green gets it to go. Green's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Here's Black. Nothing on the board. Outside Anthony. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
The Magic trail by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. Not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender, Carter Jr. also excels at using those physical advantages he has to turn shots back.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. After the Magic pick up 2. And Şengün throws it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Isaac with a screen for Wagner. Hands it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. Eason, a screen on Wagner. Green finds Eason. Isaac with the steal. And Wagner drives in. The fadeaway. And Orlando again with the bucket.
You like to see that from Wagner. I mean, as he continues to develop his mid-range game, I think we'll see more and more of that.
Van Vliet outside. Shoots it up. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already, who also is growing as a passer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wagner taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Wagner's a forward that just has a lot of ability. I mean, he does everything. He can score, rebound, and move well without the rock, too. His versatility, impressive.
And the second free throw, good.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
Van Vliet up top. Outside, Green shoots over Wagner. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Magic lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Adams is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Tate in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And Green gets it to go.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Well, Orlando shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Black, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Houston.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Green. A 3-ball. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Down low. Here's De Silva. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. De Silva's got his second bucket of the night.
Love seeing this from Harris. I mean, proving how effective he can be as a passer.
Green against Harris. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Banchero passes to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Carter. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Up top, Tate. Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. And it's a 3-point Houston lead.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Rockets making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Here is a peek at the teams that have dominated defensively in the paint since the All-Star break. The Magic in second.
I mean, they've got the intimidation factor down low. Their shot blocking really gives them a reputation, and teams may grow reluctant to want to force the action inside.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Black the pass to Harris. Carter with it. Adams defending. Carter dish it to Harris. Banchero outside. 5 to shoot. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Banchero's got 10 points in the game.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Van Vliet kicks to Adams. Easton passes to Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Gary Harris.
Green's such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. The Magic also changing it up. Goga Bitadze comes in for Carter. And Anthony subbed in for Gary Harris. Both free throws good from Green. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Banchero outside. Pass to Bitadze. Outside Anthony. It's up a 3. The Rockets pull it in. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Shots good by Green. He's got 15.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Green against Anthony. They set the pick to the middle. There's Bitadze, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And Anthony gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Green draws the double. Now, here's Şengün. He's guarded closer, and they pick up 2. Easton's got his first basket of the night.
Good job by Şengün finding the open man. It's what great centers do.
Here's Black. No scoring in this one. Outside Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Easton grabs the board. Easton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. Green with a screen for Brooks. Here's the 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 11. Banchero draws the double. Banchero a screen on Van Vliet. So they take the lead. Anthony's got 14 points.
This has been Anthony's night for sure. Everything going exactly right for him at the offensive end.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. They kick it out to Green. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando leading. Banchero outside. The shot that time, not on target. Great defense that time from Şengün. And Van Vliet, here we go. The Rockets with another miss.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
To the paint. There's Bitadze, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Brooks finds Green. Şengün with the screen for Green. 4 on the shot clock. Trains the three-pointer. Green's got the game tied up here for Houston.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Here's Bitadze. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 2. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Rockets, Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Whitmore in for Jalen Green. Here's Thompson, who's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Şengün inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
The first free throw is good. Clark, looking at the growth and skill set of Şengün, he could be special.
I agree 100%, partner. He's got an instinct for the game that you just can't teach. The passing, the ball fakes, the pace at which he plays, it's all there. Feels like he could have the same kind of development trajectory as Jokic. We'll see.
Şengün hits them both.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
Now here's Anthony. 14 points for him. Here's Carter. Thompson with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Brooks. And he drops it in from the low post. Brooks has got his second basket of the night.
A slight bump on that play. Brooks just kind of shrugs it off.
And here's Caldwell Pope. This game he had 12. Carter right side. Here's Anthony. That one no good. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Thompson, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. For Houston, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
One shot.
They're not leaving any points at the free throw line this quarter. That's really the best way to protect the lead.
Wagner passes to Bitadze. Outside Anthony. There's the pick. To the inside. And stolen by Şengün. Stolen by Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
one is off. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Now, here's Şengün. He's got 8. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. Here's Şengün. Pass to Thompson. It's deflected, and they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Smith checked in for the Rockets. Jalen Green comes in for Fred VanVleet. And the Magic making a change here as well. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. The Magic trail by 4. Now here's Anthony. He's got 14. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Alperen Şengün.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Thompson. He's got 8. Pass to Brooks. Steps back and fires. Rebound by the Magic. Bitadze's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
D.A. totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Isaac finds Anthony. Down low, Bitadze misses the layup. Houston leading by 4. Outside, Green for 3. Smith. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Wagner against Brooks. Isaac with a screen for Wagner. And there's the drive. Gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
Wagner saw the opening and took off, slashing with the best of them.
Brooks outside. Green passes to Şengün. Inside, here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. That 3 off the mark. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The game now all time. Anthony's got 18 points.
When Cole Anthony is hot like this, you just got to keep getting him the ball. I mean, he's capable of going on a major scoring run.
Here's Green. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And Green no good on that one. Isaac outside. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with his confidence, he's a real threat from mid-range.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be right back after this.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it. By being more active and more physical than the other team.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Not sure any run of games feel comfortable, but this might be as close as you can get. They're at home against teams that they can clearly beat. This is a great opportunity for them to stack up some W's.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, Orlando shooting straight 49% from the field. So on the floor for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Now Green following Franz Wagner's 3-point attempt. Şengün with the ball. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Anthony, the pass to Bitadze. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Down low. Here's Banchero. Up and in from the low block.
The assist.
Banchero's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 10. Brooks kicks to Smith. Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Caldwell Pope. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
Outside Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Wagner finds Anthony. Banchero against Smith, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Thompson with the bucket.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Houston. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Yeah, right now, though, the Rockets, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Banchero, and he banks in the layup. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Pass to Şengün. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Thompson, a screen on Anthony. Green drives in.
Blasting off. Green runs in and just launches himself to the rim.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. A 2-point game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knocks it loose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
Rockets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Smith hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Over Green. That misses off the backboard. Rockets leading by 4. Brooks outside. And it's Green with the jam.
Well, we're seeing validation as to why Green went 2nd overall in the draft. He's got a unique ability to score the ball.
Now, here's Wagner. 10 points for him. Here's Banchero. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Brooks against Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Banchero. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Anthony with it. Now Green defending. It's good. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
A little extra motivation to finish from Anthony after he was bumped on his way in.
Brooks outside. Now Şengün. 12 points for him. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark. The Magic have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Anthony nowhere around. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Anthony against Green. Thompson outside. Smith with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. A putback, and Şengün is right there. Şengün's got 14 points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Rockets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Smith with a screen on Anthony. And that one is good. Green's got 26. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Anthony. He's got 20. And it's Orlando with another.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium range area.
Smith outside. Back to Green. Jacks up a 3. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Brooks. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Back to Anthony. Banchero outside. For the tie, he lays it in. Banchero's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
VanVleet passes to Green. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got 3 assists in the game. Magic have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Anthony with the screen on VanVleet. Pass to Banchero. Over Smith. The Rockets pull it in. Outside, Green to the paint. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Free throw good, VanVleet. Clark famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size, but man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player, smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
That one is no good.
You got to admire the steadfastness of VanVleet. I mean, he's an anchor for his team because they know they can trust him.
What a stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. A fourth spot is held by Paolo Banchero.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
Banchero's versatility, impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
The Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Both free throws good from Banchero.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now here's Green. 28 points for him. For three, Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Black. Scoreless thus far. Anthony can't hit.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Anthony. 22 points for him. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And that one drops for him. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. And here's Wagner. 10 points for him. There's a good screen. Here's Banchero. And just miss after miss right now.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Thompson against Anthony. Thompson outside. Goes up to the stripe. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over Green. Here's Bitadze. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. Houston leading by 8. Pass to Green. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. Green's got 13 points in the second half. Anthony, the pass to Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
To the inside. It's stolen by Smith. To the middle. Looking for Easton. He gets it there. Can't connect from short range. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Adams comes in for Smith. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Amen Thompson. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Green with a screen for VanVleet. Basket good. VanVleet's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 26.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Green against Wagner. Green, the pass to VanVleet. To the paint, looking for Adams. He gets it there.
This is how you run the screen and roll, folks. VanVleet with the pinpoint pass to finish it off.
The Magic trail by 10. Banchero outside. Pass to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Banchero with the screen. Deep 2 from Wagner. They get it back. And it's Banchero missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Adams against Carter. Here's VanVleet. And it's good for 2. And now it's a 12-point Houston lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Down low. Banchero inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Banchero's got 30.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Houston on top. They're up by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Dylan Brooks out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Alperen Sengun. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Whitmore in at the 2 spot. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred VanVleet ready for it.
Black the pass to Harris. Here's Banchero. Tries again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Orlando. Paulo Banchero. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Rockets leading by 11. Brooks outside. Over Banchero. Brooks misses.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Brooks against Banchero. Six on the shot clock. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Banchero's got 33 points. Now here's VanVleet. Shoots the 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Black, covered by VanVleet. Harris dishes to Black. Banchero a screen on VanVleet. Elbow shot. Black, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Count that one from VanVleet. VanVleet's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
2 points. That one goes. Banchero's got 35 in the game.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Whitmore with it, guarded by Harris. Sengun with the screen for Whitmore. Oh, good on the triple. The Magic trail by 9. A crossover. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. Stolen. Banchero outside. Carter with a screen on Tate. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Van Vliet with it. Just 5 on the clock. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Pass to Banchero. Over Eason. And it's Banchero missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Van Vliet. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Back the pass to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Over Eason. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to Whitmore. Now Şengün. For 3, Van Vliet. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 11 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's rebounded by Houston. Van Vliet left side. Pass to Şengün. Now Eason. Here's Brooks. Off target at the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
And here is Van Vliet. Brooks outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. Another miss by Houston. The Magic trail by 12. Banchero kicks to Black. Pass to Anthony. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Anthony's got it back down to single digits for the Magic.
When it comes to solid three-point shooting, Anthony makes them when they count the most.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
And get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen.
Houston making some changes. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Amen Thompson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jalen Green subbed in for Cam Whitmore. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Gary Harris. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort and see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Van Vliet. The tray. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Banchero outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Banchero. Brooks checked in for Fred VanVleet. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it's Orlando's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Banchero. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And the wide open shot from Green. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Anthony. Wagner has screen on Green. And here's Anthony for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Thompson passes to Smith. Green kicks to Brooks. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson against Caldwell Pope. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defense to foul.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
That's good from Wagner. Good on the second, so he makes them both. So it's the Rockets now, a 3-point spread on the scoreboard. Thompson against Caldwell Pope. And here's Green outside, hits it from 3-point range. Green's got 39.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 9 points so far for Jabari Smith.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Let's give a warm welcome to your Black City Pacers.
And Banchero passes to Thompson. Pass to Anthony, and there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him. Wagner passes to Bitadze. Banchero inside, covered by Smith.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pass to Şengün. And here is Green, covered by Anthony. Green drives in, and the layup falls. Green's got 41.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Banchero outside. Off the run. Good work defensively by Smith.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Green, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Inside, Green's energetic play makes him really hard to contest without fouling. The defense's best effort turns into a foul.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Banchero. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Banchero's got 40 points.
Showing why he was drafted first overall, Paolo Banchero has been a hoop getter tonight.
Here's Green. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And he gets it to go. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the night.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The line for one, Thompson.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Outside, Green. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Rockets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And so by winning the first of 3 to play in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace up their sneakers against the Magic.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Green.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Now here's Anthony, following the miss by Dylan Brooks. Over Green. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Şengün, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Thompson finds Van Vliet. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Green.